Is Joao Pedro the real deal Chelsea been looking for? Guys, as you can see on the screen, these two unreal goals that Joao Pedro scored yesterday sent Chelsea into the FIFA Club World Cup finals. Today we await our opponents who we are about to play on Sunday, either in Madrid or PSG. But guys, yeah, this video is going to be a bit of a long one because we have some transfer news about Arsenal as well too. I said let me get that in there, you know. But Joao Pedro, I think teams need to take us seriously. But before we get into the video, remember to like, comment, subscribe if you're new, and share the video. Comment down in the comment section. But let me get the Chelsea news out of the way first, right? Joao Pedro, this team yesterday, my God, these goals yesterday against his former club, a boyhood club of his. Joao Pedro, what's the first goal, guys? Look at this. Oh my God, when I saw that, I went crazy. I had to work yesterday. I was at work late, so I couldn't do a live stream. And guys, hear me, I was watching it at work and I screamed down the whole building. People was hearing me. They probably could have heard me all outside. And this was just really unreal. Look at this. Look at these goals, guys. Now, what I would have to say is a certain somebody in Nico Jackson, that guy has to be worried. He absolutely has to be worried. Look at these strikes, right? Because we have Liam Delap. Now we have Joao Pedro who emerged. I think this was a master stroke from Chelsea. Now the question is if Joao Pedro could carry on with this level of, you know, form. I mean, I hope he don't come in and give us a temporary, you know, what this is, and then fades out, right? But a lot of people were saying that Joao Pedro is the real deal, and if this is what he can do, I am all for it. Him and Leander Lap. I think Nico Jackson is gone, but this could really be the kick up Nico Jackson's backside that he needed, because he didn't have competition before. He was always the main guy, so he used to be slacking. Excuse. He used to be slacking quite a lot. Now this is competition, good competition for him as well. Really good competition. So let's see how he does. And if Noni Madueke gets sold, and we'll get on to him later, that number 11 jersey comes available. Now let's think back to when Didier Drogba, his first 2 seasons, he wore the number 15. Because remember, we always compared Nicolas Jackson to Didier Drogba. He scored similar amount of goals. He wasn't all that. And then Ian Robin got sold and he took the number 11 jersey. And similarly, similarly, we brought in other strikers to give him that competition. And then he went on to be what we know him as today. Right? So could this be something similar for Nicolas Jackson? Right? And that segue into the Arsenal transfer news, into the Arsenal news as well. That segues into the Arsenal news here. Right? So, yeah. Let me get this off the screen. Yeah, let yeah, sorry about that again. Yes, Noni Madueke, guys, right? Noni Madueke. He is being linked to Arsenal Football Club, and we all know it. A lot of Chelsea fans wouldn't lose no sleep if we lose Noni Madueke. I don't think any of us will lose any sleep. I think we basically more or less welcome this deal once we are getting upgrades over for Nani. Because you know we have been linked to Mohamed Kudus, but reports coming out that he is more favoring a move to Tottenham, which I think is he will, because Tottenham is the one that's showing the most interest right now. We basically have to sell players first before we could even entertain anybody else. And I think that is the reason why you're hearing that Mohamed Kudus is, more favoring Tottenham. But yeah, Noni Madueke, if he does get sold and Tottenham doesn't move for Mohamed Kudus in a timely manner, I think Chelsea are going to go all in for Mohamed Kudus. Right? So don't let that Spurs talk get you all too down. But Noni Madueke to Arsenal. Arsenal fans are going crazy. They don't want this deal to happen at all. Right? But a lot of Chelsea fans are saying, yes, you all come and take him 50 million. That's what we want. Arsenal don't want to pay 50 million. Report saying today that Arsenal are going to come back with improved fee, and they're going to try to negotiate with Chelsea because they really want this player. He's going to be backup for Noni Madueke. Well, that's what is being rumored to say. See, but yeah, Noni Madueke. Chelsea fans, tell me how you all feel in the comment section. But this is just one of the very few players Arsenal are linked with. Yeah, this is a kind of Arsenal segment as well. I'm really shocked that I am doing this. Next player that they are being linked with, is also Eze from Crystal Palace. Right? They have a left side dilemma right now, and they need left-sided players because they don't think Martinelli is it, and Trossard, he was always a backup player. So they are looking for better upgrades and quality right now, and they either seeing Eze as one of that. He could play either the left side or even as a number 10, right? So they have multiple people that they are looking, players that they are looking at to come and fill this position. Noni could play either on the left or on the right. His preferred side is on the right, but Bukayo Saka, again, if he wants to go to Arsenal, he has to know he's going to be backup. But Eze could be a really, really, really smart acquisition for Arsenal, and if they really do acquire Eze, I think this will be a really, really good deal for Arsenal. And they also need that striker, obviously. Next player they are linked with, is, yes, Rodrigo from Real Madrid. Everybody is on Rodrigo right now because they're basically realizing that he isn't getting any game time under Xabi Alonso. Very few minutes in the FIFA Club World Cup, and people are basically saying that this is the player that they need to get. Everybody wants Rodrigo. Rodrigo been linked with Chelsea, been linked with Arsenal, Bayern Munich, PSG. Me personally, I don't see Rodrigo going to Arsenal Football Club. I don't see it happening, right? Because he leaves Real Madrid. If he does leave Real Madrid and go to somewhere, he wouldn't want to go to a club that he will be making a big step down to. Arsenal only won like 5 FA Cups in the last 20 years, guys, right? He would look at these things and be like, you came second to the Premier League 3 times in a row. I understand you want to sign me to try to win this, but could it actually really be done? And I don't think so. I think Arsenal is a level down for him. He wouldn't want that. He wouldn't want that for himself. So I personally believe out of 3 clubs, Chelsea are not in there. We just signed Jamie Bino Gitton. So I don't think he's in there. I don't think we are in for him either. I think either out of 3 clubs, it won't be PSG. PSG have Gavaskhelia and they have a whole set of players and they are doing well, actually. So I don't see that happening. But Arsenal, I don't think he's going to go Arsenal. I think either Manchester City, Bayern Munich, or Liverpool. One out of these 3. Especially if Luis Diaz gets sold. This guy, yes, will fit there like a glove. Liverpool fans and Manchester City fans. But I more see, realistically, Bayern Munich. Musiala picked up a serious injury the other day. They're basically saying that this could keep him out for the season before the season even starts. Right? And they've been looking for a left-sided player even before Musiala injury. So, you know, and they sold, and well, Leroy Sané went on a free to Turkey. So they need a left-sided player, and I think he could be the right person. He still is just, it still might just be a dip down, a little level down after Real Madrid, but just slight. But yeah, that will be a good place for him to go. So I more see him going there. So guys, let's see how these things go. Let's see how these reports pan out and stuff like that. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, turn on the bell notification to keep up to date with all my content. Subscribe if you are new, comment down in the comment section. Share the video. In a bit, people, and peace.